Alright, let's continue, my friends. Let's continue. 101 hours and going. 101 hours, the longest playthrough I've ever done ever. In 10 years on the internet, it continues. It continues. Alright, Monday. Poor Weeb has been in that interrogation room for 2 straight days with no food, water, shower. There's piss all over the wall, shit, a big pile of shit in the corner. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. So here's the thing. We know he didn't die, but why was it reported on the news that he committed suicide? Who did that? Yes. I'm exhausted. I feel as though my consciousness is about to fade away. Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Aha. Are you listening? I am. DJ Bruno did a cheer. He said 100 hours is the longest you've ever done. Shit, man, it was like 300 hours in the Skyrim without DLCs and never finished it. Yeah, my Skyrim playthrough was like 380 something parts, and this playthrough right now is like 420 and higher. So this is the longest playthrough I've ever done. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed that he did indeed have an ulterior motive. On a completely different level than on just that. Yeah, not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Weeb-kun. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we likely will be met by a large ambush of police forces. To think it would be this far gone, I know now that what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. If this was really just a setup to shift the blame onto us, he made us go after Okamura, and then once he triggered the change of heart, he killed him. As he told us, he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. Ah. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta make that bastard take him down. Isn't that recording? We got enough proof to do it. No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend, excuse me, capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi. But what means do we have of learning his identity? We'll have to make Akechi say it, though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it, so we don't got a choice but to go with the bastard's suggestion. If we go into the palace as told, we will get arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Ah, we can use the palace to our advantage. What's this all of a sudden? There's a way to get past Akechi and the mastermind to lay off of us all while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me. If he wants to kill Weeb, why not let him? That is inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive Weeb-kun, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it. It seems like that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out. So when Akechi saw the phone, it warped him into the fake world, the shadow world. So he killed the shadow,
since the death of their
not the real
leader,
one.
The Phantom Thieves have fallen silent.
Huh.
However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
Interesting.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Aha.
Makoto told me everything.
Oh my god, Akio Artori is going so deep into shit. Listen to what he says. Weeb Dumas's first persona is Arsene Lupin, and the Phantom Thieves plan is similar to the one Arsene Lupin used on Herlock Solms and the public. The use of doppelgangers. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
So it worked. Pretty good. I mean, I died ghostly. Ghostly!
You're not floating.
What's up, Actor Michael Merchant?
Truly
Good to
is
see
a
you.
relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What's up, Metal Gear
What?
Rex?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yes. What's on the shirt I'm wearing? It's the Decepticon logo. Decepticon logo here. Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
He doesn't know the cat talks.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Yeah, right. They're all crazy.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk.
Right. Sinian just cheered. He says the true crime of the game, Korean coffee. Sounds like a recipe for a visit to the Porcelain Palace. Yeah, I know. Like curry isn't enough of a colon cleanser. Coffee as well.
But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Ah, here we go.
Oh, I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
So we heard the pancake quote from
Mona
Morgana.
was the only one who was talking about a pancake.
Huh.
That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
Ah, because in order to hear Morgana, you had to be in the metaverse.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
So yeah, so basically they knew he had already been in the metaverse, and they knew the only other person who'd been in the metaverse was the culprit, so then they figured out it was him. I see. You can only hear Morgana talk if you've been in the metaverse first. Remember, you couldn't hear Morgana talk until Weeb had gone into the metaverse, then he could understand what Morgana was saying. So now it makes sense.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet.
Ah!
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my ass.
Yeah, remember? She said, oh, you have the new model phone. This is so cool. I remember that.
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
No, Derek, no rain here. We're still in the heat wave for another 2 days. Then it cools down on Wednesday, but we're not having rain here.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
There you go.